on rampant and destructive pro-Palestinian protests. And Fox's Kristen Goodwin reports it'll cost Colombia a lot.
A $200 million settlement over 3 years to the federal government to resolve multiple federal agency investigations into alleged violations of federal anti-discrimination laws, explaining it will also pay $21 million to settle investigations brought by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The school's acting president, Claire Shipman, saying in a statement, this agreement marks an important step forward.
Now, the statement also says Colombia recognizes Jewish students and faculty have experienced painful, unacceptable incidents and reform is needed. Another loss in court for President Trump, trying to prevent children born to parents in the U.S. illegally from becoming American citizens. An appeals court ruled his order to end birthright citizenship is unconstitutional. Now to another court ruling.
A federal judge in Florida has denied one of 3 Justice Department requests to unseal grand jury records tied to Jeffrey Epstein, according to documents released yesterday. According to Judge Robin Rosenberg, she says only narrow exemptions permit the release of such documents.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche could meet as soon as today with Ghislaine Maxwell, the Epstein associate who was convicted of her role in sex trafficking of underage girls. She's in prison. The House Oversight Committee has also subpoenaed Maxwell. Epstein committed suicide awaiting trial and has many demand to know if he left behind a client list. The White House calls a Wall Street Journal report President Trump's name appears in the Epstein files fake. A plane crashed in Russia.
The aircraft disappeared from radar in Russia's far eastern Amur region. 5 children were among its 43 passengers and 6 crew. Russian news agency TASS reports there are no survivors.
That's Jonathan Savage. It's America's listener.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
What forecasters are saying about this summer heat. Your radar is clear in downtown Indianapolis right now. It's already 77 degrees, going up to 95 today. Yuck. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. Today will be the hottest and most humid day of the week, with highs in the mid-90s, says National Weather Service forecaster Joe Neild.
You couple those low to mid-90s highs with low to mid-70s dew points, and you're looking at heat index values getting up to around 100, 105, maybe even a degree or 2 higher here and there.
And a heat advisory in effect at 11 a.m. today. Federal agents arrested about 20 illegal immigrants in central Indiana during traffic stops on Tuesday. Avon police say ICE was in town, and they made arrests after pulling people over for things like expired plates and reckless driving. Officers say they discovered the immigration violations during those stops. The Trump administration says deporting people in the country illegally is a top priority. The Indianapolis mayor's new pick to lead animal care services faced the city county council on Wednesday night after the last nominee was pulled over concerns about leadership and low morale at the shelter.
Seems like everyone is getting along well, so I don't see any major red flags as of now. I think everyone is ready for change and welcoming. They're very open to listening. I'm wanting to hear, I want to sit down with all the staff and volunteers included in that.
And people that volunteer at the shelter say they want Amanda Dahoney Hinkle to bring in a coordinator to get things firing on all cylinders. The full city county council meets again on August 11th. And the Indianapolis Colts starting quarterback job is up for grabs. It's a competition between Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. Daniel Jones talking after day number 1 at camp.
There's a lot of work ahead of us, but kind of the best way to go about it is focusing on that day, that practice or meeting or whatever you're in right at that moment.
And Richardson says he's ready to go. Head coach Shane Steichen says those two men will split reps. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute. It's 6:04.
You know that feeling of a fresh, clean home? This is Denny Smith for Zero Res, and Zero Res is celebrating National Carpet Cleaning Month with a great summer special. Get 3 rooms Zero Resified and get 1 room free and $50 off air duct cleaning too. Just think about everything that's always left behind in and on your floors. Dirt, dust, allergens, pet dander, and stains. Vacuuming is just not sufficient to maintain the cleanliness and lifespan of carpet. Zero Res can clean virtually any surface in your home. And remember, Zero Res's patented ZR water cleans with no soaps, no residue, and no harsh chemicals. It's clean, safe, and effective. And that's why they have a 4.9 rating on Google with over 5,000 reviews. With the aftermath of graduation parties, summer barbecues, holidays, and family festivities, it really is time to call in the Zero Res pros to do the pit stop on your floors. Just call Zero Res, mention WIBC, and when you get 3 rooms Zero Resified, you'll get 1 room free and $50 off air duct cleaning too. ZeroResIndy.com.
Hello. Northbound 65 looking pretty good right now on the south side from 465 up to the south split. That's a construction zone. And right now it looks pretty good as you make your way up to the city center from Southport Greenwood. Anything to the south of 465. Looking good going to the airport if that's your thing here today. Westbound 70 just fine. From downtown, from the south split out to Indianapolis International Airport in Plainfield. Just a quick trip. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Horatio Bailey, which TV meteorologist? What do we know?
Tony, good morning. Happy Thursday. We talked about it is the hottest day of the week. There's a heat advisory that is statewide going into effect this afternoon. So we're sunny, hot, humid, but otherwise quiet. Today's high, 93, most importantly, feels like temperatures. Those heat indices around 105 might be a little bit higher in spots. So take it easy. Tonight, partly, yes, is exactly what it is. Partly cloudy, a few showers and storms possible overnight. Best chances are going to be north of the city, a low down to 75. Friday's still a steamy day, but we'll have on and off showers and storms could help cool things down a little bit. Tomorrow's high 91. Same thing this weekend. Saturday, some afternoon storms, a high of 89. Just some spotty storm chances for Sunday. Otherwise, dry, partly cloudy, a high of 90.
So the heat today, the humidity today, we
Yes.
were talking about getting into the triple digits. So just to make sure, you still feel we're there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Today temperature-wise, is going to be the hottest. I also think it's going to be the highest humidity that we'll have in kind of this stretch of heat that we're going to be dealing with, and it's going to be dry. So you combine both of those, it's going to max out easily over 100 degrees. That's across the state. But I think there's an opportunity that we could get up to around 105, and in some extreme cases, maybe as hot as 110. I think that's going to be probably closer to southwestern Indiana around Evansville, but I wouldn't be shocked to see some intermittent spots that hot later this afternoon.
That's Marcus Bailey telling you, we're all going to die.
That's right. We're going to burn.
All right. That's
Terrible.
an ugly, ugly forecast, and I will just remind people to the very best of my ability that in a situation like this,
Remain
calm. All is well. Hydrate. Keep your pets hydrated. Check on a neighbor. Don't be doing work outside. And you know that jog you're going to go for? Show a little self-control and don't do that.
Just do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's. Yeah. Look at me. I'm really healthy. No. If you're jogging in this humidity, that's called a death wish, and I want you to go get help.
That's right.
That's
Just take it easy.
just you know. I wonder how many I can play in just one conversation right there. Right? And if you know somebody who wants to jog in this heat, run away! Just run right away from them, just not in the heat. It's not in the heat. They have to leave because
Stay
it's going to
indoors
be
if you're running away. Yeah.
right. The point is you are getting away from it. And if people are offended by this,
for you.
I don't care. I'm being honest. If you're running in this humidity, you're just completely out of your mind. And you should lose all your friends. And you're going to look around, you're going to be like,
what happened?
Well, you decided to run in 9,000% humidity. Why would anybody want to be friends with you? That's just weird. So get the help that you need. And then after you get that help, go back to your friends and say, guys, I don't know what I was thinking. My brain was all like, but now I'm fine. You got to admit, that wasn't bad, Marcus.
I am seriously impressed.
Right.
I mean, there was no pausing whatsoever. Like that
No,
was
not at
all
all.
on the fly. Bang, bang, bang. That was impressive.
And the worst part is you might even want to have an intervention with this friend of yours who's running in this humidity, and they're going to be all like,
Not even supposed to be here today.
but you're going to have to talk to them if you want to be their friend. Otherwise, you're just going to have to say to them,
Okay, people, move along. There's nothing to see here.
and that's it. That's it. Right? You're going to have to tell them they have to leave, and eventually when their name comes up, you're going to be like,
Ew, David.
And then say to yourself,
All right.
I'm so glad they're gone. I think I'm done now. I think I got it out of my system.
You were that guy that, like, everybody, if you got a Mad Libs book, we wanted to give it to you, right? Because you could just fly through it. Because that was basically like the interactive version of Mad Libs.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
I don't know about that one. That just slipped out.
That's fine.
If my choice is that or running in this humidity,
yeah,
I'll take the first.
Oh.
I'll take
All day, every day.
all
That's
day.
right. Yep.
All right, I'm going to do a radio show now.
All right, we'll see you.
All right. That's Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. It's 75 degrees already in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:11.
This hour on 93 WIBC is powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Diamond Engagement Ring Store.
Carl, was that in any way good radio?
It was fantastic radio.
You're just so full of. You really are. I can't trust that. In the slightest. House panel asking for a subpoena on Bill and Hillary Clinton in the Epstein probe.
Today is the...
I am shocked that it has now reached the fevered pitch. Of course, the Democratic Party, they want something to talk about. The word from Hakeem Jeffries, a true obscenity that the Republicans are just out there to protect pedophiles. My gosh. Who does he think he's going to grab to his side? Which is the whole point. Which is the argument. No one. And I'm going to break down a couple of the pieces of this. And, of course, even more information from Tulsi Gabbard, the Director of National Intelligence. More information coming out. The left can downplay it from now until the end of time. America is not. They're not. They see this and see what the Obama administration did. There is no question that this idea of, oh, squeaky clean, oh my gosh, we never had a scandal with Obama, all over. And the more you learn, the more sickened you will be. And I would argue that all of this kind of sickens. Not kind of. All of this, whether it's Epstein stuff and how it's been rolled out or this stuff about Obama, it all sickens. The world is crazy, but we don't have to be? Man, ain't that the truth? Keep it here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. More data center moves in Indiana at 6:32. Nominations are now open for IBJ's Women of Influence Awards. Submit your nomination by August 1st at IBJ.com. Then join us in October to honor the class of 2025.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique, custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
This is the soundtrack of summer.
Some memories last forever.
A cow says...
Some memories thrill.
This is a roller coaster.
Some memories chill.
Listen to the lemon shake-up.
And new memories are waiting at your Indiana State Fair. Presented by Get Prepared Indiana. Save now on discounted tickets.
At Kingdom Roofing Systems, they do more than just roofing. They believe in honoring those who've served. Kingdom Roofing Systems proudly participates in the Roof Deployment Project, which provides a brand new roof to a deserving U.S. veteran or active duty service member, absolutely free. You can help give back to those who have given so much. If you or someone you know has served, owns their home, and is in need of a new roof, apply today at kingdomroofingsystems.com/RDP. Kingdom Roofing Systems, building roofs, honoring heroes.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Checking the construction zones right now, and they look pretty good as you make your way through those, like northbound 465 into that Clear Path construction project on the northeast side, the redesign of the 469 interchange. And right now we look pretty good up there. Inbound 69, no problems coming into that 465 interchange from Fishers, and everything moving through Lawrence, northbound, southbound 465, no problems at all. By the way, that construction is supposed to be done at the end of the year. And then the South Side construction project where they're adding a travel lane to I-65. That looks good as well. So if you're coming up from Southport to Sporting, northbound 65, no problems as you make your way through 465. A little bit tricky, I know, with the road construction, but you're good to go up to the South Split in downtown. Traffic sponsored by Advance Auto Parts. This is how we advance. Meet Joey Logano, July 25th, 5:30 p.m. at Advance Auto Parts and Speedway. First 100 fans get a photo, plus Kona Ice games and more. I'm Matt Baer with Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 75 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
At Puccini's, we think less screen time and more quality meal time is the better way. Eat, talk, and dine with less blue light glaring or talking heads blaring while enjoying great food at a reasonable price is the Puccini's way. Dine in for hot, delicious food prepared fresh and to your liking. If you need anything, we're right there so you'll leave full and happy. We have delivery options and carryout, but let's start dining in together again the way we all used to enjoy so much.
Puccini's Pizza, Pasta, Puccini's.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country. When you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
Connect with a local divorce attorney today. Text DIVORCE66 to 323232. DIVORCE66 to 323232. 101 West Ohio, Indianapolis.
Bill Estes Ford is your neighborhood truck dealer. And right now, during the Ford Summer Sales Event, we've got an amazing deal you won't want to miss. 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. That's 3 big zeros, which adds up to 0 excuses not to drive home in a new Ford today. Every day is truck day. Go anywhere, do anything in a new F-150, starting at just $46,295. Bill Estes Ford. Online at BillEstesFord.com.
Stock BFP 250444. Always see dealer for details.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZzzQuil Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Emma and Nigel here, inviting you to join us as we kick off the weekend every Friday around 5:45 with Beer Sample Friday, brought to you by our friends at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
As you know, Jesse, the integrity of our democratic republic, of our elections, is of paramount importance to the American people. Knowing what had occurred previously, the things, this Russia hoax thing that was called a conspiracy, I wanted to get to the bottom of the truth of what actually happened here. This was obviously important to President Trump, but again, is an issue of importance to every single American in this country and the future of our country as a republic. So shortly after coming into this position as Director of National Intelligence, I formed a special team to investigate this issue. I got to tell you, it wasn't easy. There were a lot of deep state obstacles that exist still within the intelligence community. But ultimately, we had a whistleblower who came forward that brought some critical pieces to this story. And we were able to discover these documents and find these documents that really pointed to President Obama directing his national security leaders in James Clapper and John Brennan to manufacture this January 2017 intelligence community assessment. The investigation that I led at ODNI that we released last week, Friday, provided a lot of those foundational building blocks and proof for what we know happened.
What we know happened. Let's say that again for the people in the cheap seats. What we know happened. More and more information about how John Brennan, James Clapper, Barack Obama, the then President of the United States, Loretta Lynch, the then Attorney General, James Comey, the then FBI Director, manipulated data, flat out lied. And so we're clear because we did get it right from the beginning, but there might be an even better way to say it. There is no question about whether or not the Russians sought to have influence on American elections or any election, that they are meddlers from the word go. The story here is that they didn't. The story here is that everything you were told about Russian meddling didn't happen. And the moves and maneuvers from what the intelligence community stated in all of their different agencies versus what the leaders of those agencies put forth and allowed to be stated. Well, that's the story. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The very clear documentation that explains that John Brennan, who we have described and explained as a communist, is a bird of the feather of Barack Obama, a low individual, not decent, but of course, because of it, got hired by MSNBC. The data, the documentation is so very, very clear that he knew that things like the Steele dossier were valueless, were an embarrassment, didn't care. When the director wouldn't remove what was information or thoughts about the dossier, and when confronted with the dossier, we're talking about the Christopher Steele dossier, Trump and Russia with hookers and blah, 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 blah. When confronted with the many flaws of the dossier, responded, yes, but doesn't it ring true? I don't care what rings true, boo-boo. I care what is. Investigate, prosecute. Obama, Clapper, Brennan, Comey. These guys perpetrated a fraud. These guys tried to subvert the duly elected president of the United States. Those are the facts. Let me give you one more fact, because here in Indianapolis, central Indiana, we are confronted with an epidemic. This is an epidemic of really
50 years ago, Brown versus Board of Education outlawed segregated schools, promising the American dream to everyone. The dream of Oliver Brown was quality education for all children. But in many schools, children are being left behind. The responsibility of educating Indiana students rests on us all, from educators and administrators to parents and community leaders. Brown's dream of a quality education is the birthright of every Hoosier and a civil right guaranteed to us by the state of Indiana. If you feel your civil rights or those of your child have been neglected, or that your child has been purposely denied access to the education resources, you have options. Call the Indiana Civil Rights Commission at 1-866-FAIR-FOR-YOU. That's 1-866-332-4748. Or visit our website at in.gov/ICRC. This message is brought to you by the State of Indiana Civil Rights Commission.
Okay, Ryan, we'll have your news here in a couple of minutes at 6:30, and then we'll get back to Tony. He's having some technical issues we're working out. It shouldn't be long. Looking at northbound 465 on the east side, wide open right now. I-70 on 271st, and then coming in from Hancock County, you're looking good westbound 70 in Greenfield through the construction that we lifetime construction on I-70 right now. Looking good through Mount Comfort Road to 465 on the east side. I don't see any trouble there. If that changes, I will let you know. And on the south side, northbound 65 is slowing down from Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com. Visit drexelin.com for your free interior design, or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Home sales across the country dipped to a 9-month low.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Jim Schrader, IT Director for Lakota and SMC Trailers and Viaggio Pontoon Boats, has a solid reason for selecting Applied Innovation.
With companies, the bottom line comes to dollars and cents. It really does. And when we consolidated all our printing needs with Applied, we got rid of all these onesies, twosies, desktops that we were having to take care of and got the big MFPs and strategically placed them.
And with the Applied Innovation Printing Solution,
we're saving about $25,000 a year between the three companies by doing that. And of course, everybody's like, oh, well, what if I need to print privately or this or that? You know, they've helped me set up private print, direct print, coded print, all that stuff.
You're sold on Applied Innovation.
If you're looking for great service, attentiveness, and a fantastic product, Applied is the place to go. Applied is Johnny on the spot, literally.
Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm Deidre Hall with a message about your eye health. My mother had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, which means my family members are at greater risk. AMD affects vision, and having low vision as a result of wet AMD, the more severe form of AMD, can mean a task like driving can become a major challenge.
I'm Dr. Sada of the Doheny Eye Institute and UCLA. AMD is the most common cause of severe, irreversible vision loss in older adults in the U.S. AMD affects central vision, which lets you see fine details. About 9 million Americans are living with wet AMD or are at risk. If you're over 50, smoke, or have a family history of wet AMD, you could be at increased risk. If a healthcare professional suspects wet AMD, a retina specialist can confirm the diagnosis and work with you on a treatment plan.
Routine eye care, including regular eye exams, can help maintain your vision. Visit www.geteyesmart.org for more information.
From marshmallow festivals to fireworks on the shore. No matter where you're headed this summer, Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. During Hubler's Freedom to Drive, shop any of our 13 locations and choose from Chevys, Fords, Toyotas, GMCs, Buicks, Nissans, Acuras, Mazdas, Hondas, and more. Over 2,000 vehicles. All makes, all models, certified vehicles, luxury vehicles, even the hard-to-find ones. Plus, every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report.
'Cause Hubler's got you covered.
No matter where you're headed this summer, Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles during our Freedom to Drive. Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 locations.
Cover me!
Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What the National Security Director is saying, your radar is clear in downtown Indianapolis where it's 76 degrees. We're going up to 95 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. More documents have been declassified about investigations during the Obama administration and the Russian impact of the 2016 election.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard released a report from the House Intelligence Committee written back in 2017. It pushes back on the narrative suggesting Vladimir Putin preferred Trump in the 2016 campaign. Quote, one scant, unclear, and unverifiable fragment of a sentence from one of the substandard reports constitutes the only classified information cited to suggest Putin aspired to help Trump win. Former President Obama's office has called claims he politicized intelligence nonsense, ridiculous, and a distraction.
And that's Fox's Mike Emanuel reporting. The man who killed 4 Idaho college students was sentenced to 4 life sentences yesterday. Brian Kohberger had to sit in a courtroom while hours of victim impact statements were read. He pleaded guilty in a deal to avoid the death penalty and did not have to explain his motive. Get ready to dig into your wallet if you're looking to fetch memorabilia from the late Ozzy Osbourne.
A handful of items from the famed Black Sabbath frontman went up for auction after his death this week. They include signed guitars and custom costumes featuring his signature flair. The coveted memorabilia is expected to sell anywhere between $5,000 and $40,000. It'll be available for bidding through August 8th. The 76-year-old Osbourne died Tuesday after a battle with Parkinson's disease. Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. A public rezoning meeting for a data center in Frankfurt has been canceled as developers pivot and will now pursue the possible $10 billion project as part of Clinton County. Property development company Logistics President Douglas Swain says the company has around 600 acres of land under option on the northwest outskirts of Frankfurt, and the change will simplify the process.
The difference is that you don't have to go through an annexation, because we'll just do it in the county. We felt that was a better path for the project.
BP has agreed to sell its U.S. onshore wind business, BP Wind Energy North America, to LS Power, an operating company focused on the North American power and energy infrastructure sector. The sale includes BP's Fowler Ridge 1, 2, and 3 wind farms in Indiana as part of LS Power portfolio company Clearlight Energy. Ernst & Young LLP plans to relocate its longtime Indianapolis office from Monument Circle to the Bottle Works district. The new office will span more than 15,000 square feet. Ernst & Young, the latest firm to locate in the business and lifestyle district, including Lumina and High Alpha. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
At Indiana University, we're undaunted by challenge. We take the lead. We don't follow the crowd. Embracing the future with creativity and bravery. Unapologetically optimistic. Equipped with the knowledge and intention to change the world. Because bold is who we are. 9 campuses, 1 purpose. Creating tomorrow, today. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. Join us at iu.edu.
West Central Indiana is on the move, and the next big conversation is happening in Terre Haute. Join business and community leaders at Innovate West Central Indiana, a high-energy forum of ideas, innovation, and insight. We're talking talent, technology, and transformation, and what's next for the region. Join us at Indiana State University July 31 for Innovate West Central Indiana, part of the Innovate Indiana series presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Fort Wayne-based Steel Dynamics is reporting second quarter net income of $299 million. That's down from $428 million during the same period last year. Despite the drop, CEO Mark Millett says the company delivered a solid performance in an uncertain trade environment. The former vice president for academic affairs and dean of the college at Center College in Kentucky has begun a new role as provost and vice president of academic affairs at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Ellen Goldie brings more than 2 decades of academic leadership experience to the Terre Haute campus. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Northbound 65 slow Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. Then a slowdown coming out of the north split northbound 65 out to Meridian Bend. Slowing down just a bit right now. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation. Yes, you have. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
75 stupidly humid degrees. That's 75 stupidly humid degrees. It's going to be awful today, guys. Hydrated. Keep aware of your pets. Keep aware of your friends. Older family members, neighbors. Do the things. That's in the American Standard, the Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We check on the sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, you probably heard that the Indianapolis Colts starting quarterback job is wide open at this point.
Certainly appreciate it. He's been up front, since the spring, since we all got back here. And, yeah, I think that's, as a player, you always appreciate Coach being up front and transparent with you and communicating.
And that is Daniel Jones, who is sharing reps with this guy, Anthony Richardson.
Just learning the offense, mastering the offense, and just being available for the team. I think that's the main thing.
And day number 2 of training camp today at Grand Park in Westfield. Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham got hit with a $500 fine from the WNBA after she posted a TikTok video lip-syncing Sabrina Carpenter's song Man-Child, mouthing the words like stupid and slow and useless. She was talking about the referees. The Fever play the Las Vegas Aces tonight without Caitlin Clark. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go and at WIBC.com.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
Jewelers, Carmel's family-owned jewelry store is dedicated to quality and fine craftsmanship. Let them help you celebrate that special moment in your life. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
So before I was rudely cut off, I don't know. Tech issues happen. Roll with it, boo-boo. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I was going to tell you a story. And it's a story of, tell me you've never heard the show, but don't actually tell me you haven't heard the show, right? You've seen that meme. Tell me you don't know this by not telling me you know. You know what I'm talking about. This is a very, very strange thing to say. As we were talking about more and more information regarding Epstein, you now have people pushing in committee to get Epstein information. You have a judge that has said, sorry, we are not going to allow this information to be released. A judge refused to unseal the files. And you're like, why are we still talking about this? Well, I want to be clear. We're talking about this because Pam Bondi screwed it up from the beginning. She screwed it up. The way it was presented, the way it was pushed forward, the whole binders nonsense. It's an embarrassment from the word go. It didn't have to go this way. We're talking about it because Trump doubled down on it. Huge mistake. It was, and by the way, everybody makes mistakes. This is his. And then the Democrats not able to talk about the economy, not able to talk about the border, not able to talk about the Middle East, not able to talk about Ukraine, not able to talk about anything except their desire to tell little boys they could be little girls. Oh, I'm sorry, too soon? Too much? They have nothing else, so they're like, hey, Republicans are protecting pedophiles. I swear to you, the most broken people ever. That brings us to one of the broken people. There's a real epidemic in central Indiana of ignorant politicos and outright fools. Today, or at least for now, we talk about Josh Lowry. Josh Lowry is the chair of the Hamilton County Democrats. I have never met Josh Lowry. I don't know if I ever will. But Josh Lowry has decided that I'm public enemy number one, which is adorable. He posts to X, as he has posted many things before that prove he doesn't pay attention to the show. He posts a photo to X sent to me of Donald Trump. He's wearing the Make America Great Again hat, but instead of saying Make America Great Again, it says I'm on the list, because there was a Wall Street Journal story that says that Pam Bondi briefed President Trump, the Attorney General, briefed President Trump that he was on the Epstein list, which I was told there is no list, and now all of a sudden there's a list that he's in these files. Can I ask why he sent that to me? How many of you know that I have said from the beginning, I don't care who is on the list. If you were involved in sexual activities with underage children, I want you in jail. I don't care about your last name. I don't care about your money. I don't care about power. I don't care about anything. You go to jail. How many of you heard me say that? Hold on. I'm counting hands. And all of you. Why would he send that? This is an example of Josh Lowry and the Hamilton County Democrats. They don't care if children were abused. Let me say it again. Hamilton County Democrats, based on the statement from their leadership, and if you tell me he's not the leader, why in the world does it say Josh Lowry, chair of the Hamilton County Democrats? My take is that you don't care about children being sexually trafficked and abused at all. Not an ounce. What you care about is a political win. And you have taken no time to listen to this program, which all of Indiana listens to understand my position. You just said, throw it out there. We don't care. Throw it out there. Lie. Throw it out there. Destroy. Throw it out there. Try and manipulate. With a track record like that, Josh Lowry, you could be the next John Brennan or James Clapper. Stop embarrassing yourself. Stop embarrassing the Hamilton County Democrats. You should listen to the show. And if you did, you'd be smart enough to know not to do ridiculous things like that. Precious. But if you want to come for the king, you best not miss. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. You need a new car? You need a new truck? I absolutely get that. The deals are at Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. And let me say this for the record. The deals are incredible. So many opportunities to get a new Ford truck, SUV, or the Mustang. Have you seen the Mustang? Do you know the deals you can get right now on the Mustang? They are just incredible. They've got the red, white, and new event going on at Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. You can save yourself. You can get, first of all, 0% financing on the Ford Mustang, 0% financing on the Ford F-150 Super Crew. You could save $15,000 off MSRP on a 2024 F-150 or Ford Expedition. The Expedition is incredible. by the way, or you can get a new Ford Super Duty truck for under $40,000. There are 175 Super Duties to choose from. Pick the one that's right for you. The people at Andy Moore Ford, they're sensational. They're terrific. Whether it's Chris, you got Alora, you got Logan, you got the whole team over there in the service department. You remember when I got the big Bronco, the 96? Yeah. It was Andy Moore Ford taking care of that. Talk to Andy Moore Ford today. Check them out. Go visit them, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at Andy Moore Ford. That's MOHR, AndyMooreFord.com.
Less than 3 weeks until the golf outing, powered by Franciscan Health. Join us Thursday, August 7th at the Legends Golf Club in Franklin for a perfect day on the course with your crew. Easy swings, cold drinks, and good vibes. Spots are going fast at 1075thefan.com.
With the humidity today, the temperature is going to be 90 bajillion degrees. And I don't know what your plan is. If you don't have a working HVAC, you should plan for this right now in the future by talking to Masters Heating and Cooling. They are your HVAC people, and they're going to keep you cool and comfortable all summer and, of course, toasty warm all winter long. They have got all of the deals, including $1,000 off a new AC system. We're talking about a full system replacement and financing, 0% financing for up to 60 months with a qualified system purchase. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Masters Heating and Cooling. David, the entire team over there doing incredible work, taking care of my home, taking care of my friends. They're going to take care of you as well. You should talk to Masters Heating and Cooling about everything they have to offer from the HVAC and talk to them about some of their other opportunities as well. They've also got 24/7 service. So no matter what goes wrong and no matter when it goes wrong, Masters Heating and Cooling will make it right. Talk to Masters today. 317-567-9505. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-567-9505. Masters Heating and Cooling. 567-9505 or online at mastersindy.com. Matt Bear, sorry about the delay, boo-boo. With the traffic, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, looking at northbound 65 out of the north split, slow to Meridian Penn. And then on the south side, northbound 65 slow around Raymond Street because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Father Wits at WIBC Traffic.
75 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
You know, sometimes dealing with home service contractors can be frustrating, whether it's missed appointments, sloppy workmanship, or just a general sense of indifference about helping you. Frustrating hardly describes that experience, Hammer.
And that's why we want to welcome a new advertiser to the Hammer and Nigel family, somebody you're going to be hearing quite a bit about in the coming months, Victor's Home Solutions.
Victor's installs the highest quality roofs available for your home, and they take all those negative stereotypes and turn them on their head.
They start with the basics, prompt, follow-up, showing up to appointments on time. And then they go above and beyond with installation teams that are so skilled, so precise, that Victor's is able to offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install.
5-star customer service and perfect installation. You're going to be really impressed with Victor's. They're the only roofer Hammer and I recommend to our listeners. It all starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. Call 1-866-VICTORS or victors.com.
Do you have an idea for a book, fiction, nonfiction, or a children's book? We can help you put it together and bring it to market at Dorrance Publishing. We have thousands of testimonials from people just like you that we've helped get their books sold in stores and online. We've even got a service called The Writer's Coach. It's perfect for people that have a book idea in their head and they just need someone to help them put it on paper. Dorrance Book Publishing has been helping people just like you who have a book idea, written or not, for over 100 years. Imagine being counted among the most famous authors in the world with your very own book. Call right now and let us help you turn a book idea into reality. It's easier than you think. You just need a little help. Call us now.
800-879-4098. 800-879-4098. 800-879-4098. That's 800-879-4098.
Summer's in full swing, so come get that hot summer deal at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get $20,000 off select 2024 Lincoln Navigators, plus 0% for 72 months. Or lease a new 2025 Lincoln Corsair for just $499 per month at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers.
Navigator MSRP 110,425. Corsair MSRP 53,915. 3,500 due at lease signing. 0 security deposit. 36 months. 10,500 miles per year. Offers good through 7/31/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Hi, this is Zach from Ingledow Tree Experts. When it comes to the health and beauty of your trees, trust Ingledow Tree Experts. Our certified arborists ensure your trees are trimmed, removed, and cared for with precision. Summer is the perfect time to schedule fall pruning. Call now for your free estimate and let us handle the hard work. 317-903-0102 or visit ingledowtreeexperts.com for more information. Ingledow Tree Experts, where your trees come first.
In one of the statements made by Tulsi Gabbard, who is the director of national intelligence, yesterday, in a press conference there in the White House press room, Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning, the briefing room. It was an actually rather shocking statement. I shared it on the socials. So I couldn't actually believe that it was said. And what was said was that, yes, indeed, the Russians sought, as they do, to have influence in the elections. This idea that, necessarily they were huge fans of Donald Trump isn't accurate. There was certainly more of a feel and a belief that Hillary Clinton was standard operating procedure and would be easier to control. But that they had dirt on Hillary Clinton. And it was very odd to hear her say that. But one of the things that she said was that the Russians knew that Hillary Clinton, then the Democratic nominee for president, she was the Secretary of State, was on heavy tranquilizers. Now, hold on a second. Can we discuss this for just a moment? Here's what the Director of National Intelligence said.
Do you believe that any of this new information implicates former President Obama in criminal behavior?
We have referred and will continue to refer all of these documents to the Department of Justice and the FBI to investigate the criminal implications of this.
I'm sorry. I know you're going to refer to justice, and so you should. I'm asking, what in the world is this about heavy tranquilizers? Like, I thought that was very weird because, so we understand each other. You think I trust anything that comes out of Russia? You're out of your mind. You think I trust anything that is said by Vladimir Putin? You are insane to believe that. You're certifiable. You shouldn't be allowed to operate heavy machinery. Hillary Clinton was on heavy tranquilizers. What kind of thing? And then you remember her trying to get into the van. Oh, no. If you've never seen the video, there is a video of Hillary Clinton on a New York street. A van pulls up to take her and her party, a black van. She is rigid, but she is stumbling. Her staff is propping her up to stand up. And then her staff is pushing her towards the van, literally pushing her into the van, because if they weren't there, she would have fallen down and you would have thought this woman was having a seizure. The video is famous. It is right there for the world to see. It was the first thing I thought of, and it was the first thing a lot of people thought of. Do I think the Russians had this information? I wouldn't trust them at all. But my God, when you look at the video, you're like, maybe they got something. I thought it was a weird thing to mention. I think recognizing the levels to which Hillary Clinton is involved in this duplicity, I think that is extremely important. The story is important because it's the manipulation of our government against the citizenry. And investigations have to happen. It's not the only thing going on. We've got training camp happening, and I don't know if you heard Chris Ballard, but man, he does not sound like a guy who can lead. I've got that story coming up. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matt?
Southside eastbound 465 slow from 65 to Arlington Avenue. And northbound 65 tightens up from Keystone Avenue to the south split because of road construction. Delayed 3 minutes. Northbound 65 slow out of the north split to Meridian. Northbound 6570 slow into the north split from Michigan Street. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Big Joe for your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning. Owner Jim Scott says only the best will do when it's your reputation on the line.
We want to install something that's high quality so we can move on to the next job. The way we install it is high quality and the equipment that we use is high quality. So when I shop for something to sell, American Standard was there. It was just the highest quality there is.
In Boone and Hamilton County, call 765-601-1461 for Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Hey, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-557-6979 or chimneyindy.com. Mark your calendar for August 1st. George's Medical Equipment is celebrating their new retail space with an open house from 10 to 1. There will be a grill out starting at 11. Free battery checks, and a chance to win a lift chair. Whether you're looking for medical supplies, mobility aids, or respiratory equipment, their team is ready to help. Located behind Planet Fitness at 7434 Shadeland Station. George's accepts Medicare, Medicaid, most third-party Advantage plans, and all waiver programs.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/today. Ethos.com/today.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country. When you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
Connect with a local divorce attorney today. Text Divorce 66 to 32 32 32. Divorce 66 to 32 32 32. 101 West Ohio, Indianapolis.
Road trip! This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings, because you're driving to Paris,
Texas,
then it's off to Rome,
Georgia,
and you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin,
Ohio!
Right now, save up to $434 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, why some relief could be on the way following this heat. A meetup through a dating app took a turn. The city's animal shelter may have a new voice at the top. And a routine traffic stop, or several routine traffic stops, turned into something much more. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 7 o'clock.
They may talk as soon as today. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and Ghislaine Maxwell, the Jeffrey Epstein associate who's in prison, convicted of her role in sex trafficking underage girls. The House Oversight Committee also wants to talk to Maxwell.
Republican Chairman James Comer issued the subpoena after the committee approved it in support. A letter from Comer says, quote, "It is imperative that Congress conduct oversight of the federal government's enforcement of sex trafficking laws generally and specifically its handling of the investigation and prosecution of you and Mr. Epstein." House Speaker Mike Johnson has questioned whether she can be a trustworthy witness.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz. In the push for the release of the Epstein files, a federal judge denied an attempt to have grand jury documents unsealed. As the Wall Street Journal reports, President Trump has been told his name is among many in the files, which the White House calls a fake story. The president loses again in court in his attempt to prevent children born to parents here illegally from being U.S. citizens. A federal appeals court ruled it's unconstitutional.
The president has long criticized the policy as a magnet for illegal immigration and argued he could end it by executive authority. But several courts are saying only Congress or a constitutional amendment could change it. The issue is now one step closer to the Supreme Court.
That's Fox's Tom Rigotti. Columbia University has worked out a settlement with the federal government, paying $200 million to get twice that amount in federal grants restored. The money revoked as the Trump administration alleged Jewish students' rights were violated when Columbia allowed destructive pro-Palestinian protests. In a statement, Columbia admits reform is needed and students experience painful incidents. Brian Kohberger is starting the rest of his life in prison.
No one will care who you are, and no one will ever respect you. You will be forgotten, discarded, used, and erased.
That's Christy Gonzalez talking to Kohberger at his sentencing. Her daughter Kaylee was one of the 4 University of Idaho students he murdered in 2022. Kohberger refused to make a statement. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
There's limited relief on a day like this. Your radar is clear in downtown Indianapolis, where it's 77 degrees. We're going up to 95 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. A heat advisory will kick in statewide at 11 a.m. with feels like temperatures in the triple digits. Forecaster Joe Neild says rain could roll in, but it will do little to take the edge off.
We're expecting some isolated thunderstorms to pop up in the heat of the afternoon. You know, the relief from those is relatively minimal.
And he says there is a chance for severe storms Friday and Saturday. 2 men are in jail and facing charges after police say they used dating apps to lure and rob victims at gunpoint. In Indianapolis, police say the men pretended to be women on Meet Me and Tag and then set up meetings at the Hawthorne Place apartments. When the 2 men showed up, they were ambushed, forced into cars, and robbed. One person escaped by tricking the men into thinking there was something in the trunk. Police did arrest both men in these cases. Mayor Joe Hogsett's new pick to lead Indianapolis's animal care services is approved. Jarrett Lewis has more.
Amanda Dehoney-Hinkle started her career with IACS, spending 6 years there, eventually in the role of Deputy Chief of Kennel Operations and Interim Director. On Wednesday, the Community Affairs Committee of the City County Council approved her as new Director of Indianapolis Animal Care Services.
Huge thank you to the very hardworking staff at IACS.
I'm excited to work alongside of you and some of you again. And a big thank you to our volunteers whose dedication keeps our shelter operating and our animals safe.
Tahoney Hinkle spent almost the last decade in Hancock County as superintendent of Greenfield-Hancock Animal Management. Hogsett's original pick to lead the agency was pulled after weeks of pushback. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Federal agents arrested 20 illegal immigrants in central Indiana during traffic stops Tuesday. Avon police says ICE was in town and made the arrests after pulling people over for things like expired plates and reckless driving. Officers say they discovered the immigration violations during those stops. The Trump administration says deporting people in the country illegally is the top priority. The Indianapolis Colts are trying to figure out who their starting quarterback will be. Here's John Herrick.
Could it be Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones? The process to figure that out started with the opening of training camp on Wednesday at Grand Park in Westfield. Colts head coach Shane Steichen said after Wednesday's practice that right now it's just about seeing good things from them to build around.
But I talked to these guys, met with them yesterday, sat down with them, just talked about the consistency of the operation, just moving the football up and down the field. Told those guys to no timetable on this thing, let those guys compete, let the process play out, and we'll go from there.
And he says both Jones and Richardson are handling the situation well. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And Warren Township students get back to school today. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
It's happening, Ryan. Looking at inbound Pendleton Pike on the east side. And this is stop-and-go traffic after Mithofer Road into Franklin Road. We are jammed up on the Penn, Pike, and Lawrence. Northbound 65, south side slow from Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. And on the south side still, eastbound 465 stop-and-go traffic before I-65 over to Arlington Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. Boy, we are starting out mild and muggy this morning, and it's going to be incredibly hot and humid this afternoon. Heat advisory in place for the entire state. High temperatures today near 93. But when you factor in the high humidity, the heat indices or feels like temperatures will be anywhere between 100 and possibly up to 110 in some spots. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a few showers, maybe a rumble of thunder possible overnight, but mainly I think in the northern part of the state will fall to only about 75. And some scattered showers and storms will be possible on Friday. Still hot and humid with highs near 91, and then scattered showers and storms possible as we go into the weekend as well, with temps right around that 90-degree mark.
So we really think that a 110 feel is possible.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to feel like an oven later this afternoon. Going with like a peak. Ooh.
No, don't encourage. Don't.
Oh, sorry.
He's trying to make fetch happen. And it's not going to happen.
I will not encourage. I'm sorry.
Appreciate that. So you were saying?
It's going to feel like an oven. Heat indices probably peak around 107 in Indianapolis, I would say. But it's going to feel awful out there.
Yeah. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. Check on your pets. Check on your neighbors.
Yes.
That's all I've got.
Absolutely. Stay
Just
safe.
chock full of good advice over here.
That is good advice.
Thank you. I try. I try my level best. Tara Hastings right there, Wish TV meteorologist. Thank you. Right now it is 70. It was 75, and it's still 75 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:08.
This hour on 93 WIBC, powered by Pierce Jewelers and Carmel, designers of fine custom jewelry.
I do think it is very cool that the Indiana Fever are going to be wearing, I think it's for 6 games, the Stranger Things jersey. It's It's cool. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It is the final season of Stranger Things, and yes, they are wearing the jersey there. With the whole Stranger Things look on it. Did they do? They must have done it last year, and maybe I just don't recall it. But it's going to sell. That jersey is going to sell in a very, very good way. But I think the story right now is training camp has begun for the Colts. And I didn't ask you to grab this stuff, Producer Carl, but there was some audio that Ryan Hedrick was playing yesterday from Chris Ballard, the general manager, talking about, it stinks to not get in the playoffs 4 years in a row, and talking about Anthony Richardson, and I am left in the same place I have always been regarding Ballard. Do I claim to be a football guy? No. I listen. Ballard was one of these guys who, during George Floyd, wanted to scream at you about things that were political. You had to say that Black Lives Matter. Can I notice that the organization is a leftist organization, a socialist organization? Can I discuss what they think about the nuclear family? Can I discuss what Patrisse Cullors was doing with the money? Or was that somehow verboten? I'm not going to play this game. Ballard played that game, and I thought less of him, and I was certainly right. Certainly, you could argue that there is no success, and maybe that's a reason that he should be let go. But to hear him talk about Anthony Richardson, and I just want to put down my marker, I think Daniel Jones is going to start the season. Richardson allegedly comes in a little bit leaner, maybe a little faster, which is crazy because physically the guy is a phenom. But that's without taking the field. And these issues taking the field, I'm not even mad at the guy. You're not going to hear me bad talk him. It's that he didn't have enough college experience to warrant the pick. A lot of physical attributes, but there's going to be a lot of development that clearly is going to need to be done here. And I don't think it's there yet. And there was certainly a leadership question, tapping out because they're tired, and things have to come. People have to grow into who they are. I do think it's going to be Daniel Jones. And I think the way he described Anthony Richardson was very, very odd. But hear him talk about, it stinks not getting into the playoffs 4 years in a row. It's the way he described it, the way he got into it. I said to myself, there's no way this guy commands respect in the room. I don't think people, I wouldn't know if they hate him. I wouldn't suspect that they hate him. I would have no way of saying that. That would be a total speculation. But the idea that there is some kind of real respect for Chris Ballard in the organization, you can't get me to buy into it. Heard him yesterday, and I said, no way. This does not sound like a guy who is going to lead you into battle and will be there on the front lines, taking the saber, taking the gunfire with you. No. I can't imagine he's around another year. Wouldn't believe it. You'd have to play in a Super Bowl for him to be around another year. And even then, questionable. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Applied Innovation customer Alicia Staley, office manager for McEnany Roofing, has reduced dependency on paper with a document management solution from Applied Innovation.
So it makes looking for documents pretty much effortless.
With this paperless solution and improved workflow, you recommend Applied Innovation?
Oh, yes. I like to talk to a lot of different people. I'm the social butterfly, so as much as I can spread how wonderful they are, I definitely do. And I've never had such prompt customer service service and care like this with any other company.
Your slogan, Innovative Solution Since 1985, is perfect for your Applied Innovation Partnership.
There's a lot of benefits. I have to say, number one, definitely a great partnership. Two, financial-wise, we have saved a lot of money by signing up with Applied Innovation.
Start your partnership and save money. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
Summer's in full swing, so come get that hot summer deal at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get $20,000 off select 2024 Lincoln Navigators, plus 0% for 72 months. Or lease a new 2025 Lincoln Corsair for just $499 per month at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers.
Navigator MSRP $110,425. Corsair MSRP $53,915. $3,500 due at lease signing. 0 security deposit. 36 months. 10,500 miles per year. Offers good through 7/31/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/today. Ethos.com/today.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Going to Fisher's Stall, northbound 69 after 82nd Street. It blocks the right lane. Slows us down a little bit as you make your way up to Fisher's here this morning. No delay. On the south side, northbound 65 slow after Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's construction. South side, eastbound 465 slow. I-65 past Emerson Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
75 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:15.
This is the Our Idea is Ready to Launch vision. This is the Create Great Jobs vision. This is the We Need More Space vision. This is Busey, where your business visions become realizations. Through securing capital for growth and comprehensive strategies that ensure a prosperous future. Because thriving businesses mean thriving people and thriving communities. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Bill Estes Ford is your neighborhood truck dealer. And right now, during the Ford Summer Sales Event, we've got an amazing deal you won't want to miss. 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. That's 3 big zeros, which adds up to 0 excuses not to drive home in a new Ford today. Every day is truck day. Go anywhere, do anything in a new F-150, starting at just $46,295. Bill Estes Ford, online at BillEstesFord.com.
Stock BFP 250444. OEC. See dealer for details.
Getting ready for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Boer Remodeling, BOOHER, BoerRemodeling.com. Listen to me very carefully. Your kitchen, you got your bathroom, you got your basement. If it's inside your 4 walls, Boer Remodeling is the only call. These are the professionals to turn an idea into reality, to take your existing kitchen and make it a working kitchen. Countertop space, cabinet space, pantry. You want to have a whole new look. You just want to refresh. You need to be able to reset things because you need the counters higher, maybe, or you need them lower for other reasons. These things are all possible. The idea that everything is set, there's only one way for everything, is not true. With Boer Remodeling, BOOHER, BoerRemodeling.com, you get to decide the kitchen that you want, that you need. And those two things are not in conflict. Your needs and your wants, you can have it all with Boer. Their 5-step design process, from the consultation to that final bit of construction, means you know what's happening every step of the way. You're in charge, and that means the stress level just disappears, which is beautiful. That's what Boer does. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Boer. Booher. BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn because there is more. Now, I'm going to ask you, Producer Carl, do you happen to have the Diego Morales audio?
I can find it, but I don't
That's
have it
all right.
on me.
I've got it, boo.
Okay.
You see, when Diego Morales, the Secretary of State, calls WIBC fake news. Oh, gosh, that's funny. That is funny. This happened. This is a real story that took place. He is speaking, as Indy Reporter describes it, Indy_reporter_ on the Twitter X. He is speaking to the Motor Vehicle Advisory Board. And first, he is chock full of ego. He did say that Honda coming to Indianapolis was 99% Donald Trump, 1% him. That is unbelievable. For the staff that works with Diego Morales, you understand how weird that is, right? You know that's nutty, don't you? You know that's what you're. Every time you walk into that office, don't you say to yourself, "This can't look good on a resume." I bring you this. This is Diego Morales in this meeting. I can't make this up, guys. Here's what he says. Sure. He says that we are fake news.
So as you all know, and this is good for all you members of the board know, and as well to all our guests, distinguished guests here. One of the things that we're going to try to do right now is to share with you the hard work that the Morales administration has been doing since I took office.
Hold on. Stop. Take a moment. Morales administration? Morales administration? What does that even mean? Has a Secretary of State ever referred to themselves as their administration? It's the Braun administration. The Morales administration? Here's a question. Has Diego Morales, in all of his international trips that he cannot explain who does the funding for and refuses to explain who pays for those trips, in all of those trips, has he referred to himself to other world leaders or other dignitaries as the Morales administration? Has he ever, in a discussion with, was it Turkey, India, wherever he's been, has he ever described himself as the Morales administration? I would argue that that's a very, very large misrepresentation of what he is. And I would argue that that misrepresentation could very well be purposeful. I have questions. I would love an answer to that. Again, I say to his staff, every day you choose to show up. So first he refers to himself as the Morales administration. Then he continues.
Because the fake news will never share that. The fake WI...
Hold on. Let me go back. Here it is.
Here. One of the things that we're going to try to do right now is to share with you the hard work that the Morales administration has been doing since I took office. Because the fake news will never share that. The fake WIBC, the fake IndyStar, they will never.
Okay. All right. One could argue that he's not talking about WIBC. He's talking about specific people on WIBC. But he didn't mention specific people on WIBC, so he's talking about me. So I guess I get the right to respond. Producer Carl, do you have his phone number?
No, I don't.
I asked you to get his phone number. Get his phone number. This is happening. Find his number. If we do it now, we'll do it later. We're calling. I would like to know what is fake. I would like to know what I ever said that was fake. You want to call in? 317-239-9393. I've got 5 microphones and no waiting. I've got 5 microphones and no waiting. Secretary Morales. Why do you think you're Trump? Why do you think you can get away with this? What are you doing? Listen, I can't get into your mind, but it is very clear and very obvious. You want the fight. Okay. All right, listen. If you want the fight, you're going to get the fight. I'm fine with it. Josh Lowry wants the fight. He gets the fight. Guy doesn't listen to the show. Guy doesn't know a single opinion I have. He leads the Hamilton County Democrats, but he only cares about the Epstein files because it can go after Trump. He doesn't actually care that children were sex trafficked. It seems to me that Josh Lowry, based on his statements, the leader of the Democrats in Hamilton County, does not care about children being sex trafficked. I think that's a very awful position. Disgusting. I think Hamilton County Democrats can do better. His words, his statements, the way he presents himself. By making the accusation that somehow I am there to protect Trump when you guys know I have a body of work that says I don't care who is on the Epstein list. I want them, if they were involved in the island and sex with children, I want them in jail. I'm clear as day. But fake news? Fake news, Secretary Morales? Where? You're going to have to answer that question for me. I'm going to send reporter after reporter. I'm going to hire people to ask you what it is that was said that was fake. Oh, do you not like that we ask questions about who paid for your trips? Do you not like that we ask questions about why you hired your brother-in-law? I don't care what you like. You're an elected official. Your job is to answer the question. You went around the state begging for the vote. You hustled, and you did. You hustled. And now you get there and you can't handle the basic criticisms? I'm sorry, that's too weak. And the Republican Party, and I'm talking to the delegates, you can't vote for this guy again. He's too weak. Diego Morales is soft. Delegates, he's soft. Do you get it? He can't handle the baseline. His answer is fake news? He thinks he's Trump. That's adorable. He took trips and we don't know who paid for them. It's not fake to ask the question. He hired his brother-in-law. It's not fake to ask why. So what's the fake news? What is it? Answer the question. We are going to ask. We want the answer. And a reminder to his staff. You show up every day. You don't have to do that. You just don't have to do that. But if anybody thinks I'm letting this go, I don't think you understand what's going on here. And for Republicans, Randy, delegates, you can't do this. Get right with the Lord. This guy is one term. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Inbound Penn, Pike, and Lawrence jammed. Mid-Hoffer Road to Franklin Road, and westbound 70 starts to slow down as you approach the north split over the flyover ramp to Meridian Penn. And then on the south side, northbound 65 slow Keystone Avenue to the south split because of construction. Eastbound 465 stop and go traffic before and after I-65 slowdown goes to Arlington Avenue. And on the northeast side, northbound 69, a stall after 82nd blocks the right lane. Inbound 69 stop and go after 106th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Big time Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon. Governor Mike Braun scheduled to join us, and rumors of a new Hammer and Nigel tequila. 93 WIBC.
Power is important, and man, on a day like today, when you're going to be feeling temperatures around 110 because of the humidity, if the power goes out, what is your plan to keep your family safe and comfortable? That plan is to call Generator Supercenter right now to make sure you've got a plan for the future. Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. Talk to them today about a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. You can check out the showroom right there at 96 and 69. And yes, there are all different styles of Generac automatic standby generators. You need the one that's right for you. Size of your home, the style, everything. And then let Generator Supercenter come out and show you how it's going to connect, how everything's going to lay out, and how it's going to kick on the minute the power cuts off. Power could cut off because there's a problem with the power lines. The grid could go down. There's a whole bunch of reasons why you don't have power, but you don't really care. The problem is, how are you going to keep your family comfortable when the temperatures keep rising? Generator Supercenter has got you covered. Talk to them today. Low monthly payments available because they've got the financing and they take care of all the monitoring. Generator Supercenter, 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter, 827-0808.
All right, Takis fans. Wendy's knows you love your Takis Fuego chips, so we thought, why not make a Takis Fuego meal with a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich with spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis Fuego chips and creamy corn spread. Plus, it comes with Fuego fries inspired by Takis and a bag of Takis Fuego chips. If we had any more heat, we might start an actual... I told him this would happen. For an intense new take on Takis chips, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Includes 1 ounce Takis Fuego chips while supplies last. Takis and Fuego trademarks are used under license.
You know, sometimes dealing with home service contractors can be frustrating, whether it's missed appointments, sloppy workmanship, or just a general sense of indifference about helping you. Frustrating hardly describes that experience, Hammer.
And that's why we want to welcome a new advertiser to the Hammer and Nigel family. Somebody you're going to be hearing quite a bit about in the coming months. Victor's Home Solutions.
Victor's installs the highest quality roofs available for your home, and they take all those negative stereotypes and turn them on their head.
They start with the basics, prompt, follow-up, showing up to appointments on time, and then they go above and beyond with installation teams that are so skilled, so precise, that Victor's is able to offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install.
5-star customer service and perfect installation. You're going to be really impressed with Victor's. They're the only roofer Hammer and I recommend to our listeners. It all starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. Call 1-866-VICTORS or victors.com.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
She called his actions treasonous. Your radar is clear on Monument Circle, where it's 76 degrees, going up to 95 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 7:31.
Do you believe President Obama is guilty of treason?
I'm leaving the criminal charges to the Department of Justice. I am not an attorney.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard speaking at a news conference on Wednesday.
When you look at the intent behind creating a fake manufactured intelligence document that directly contradicts multiple assessments that were created by the intelligence community, the expressed intent and what followed afterward can only be described as a years-long coup and a treasonous conspiracy.
At the White House, Gabbard told reporters that the Obama administration ignored intelligence reports saying Russia didn't meaningfully interfere with the 2016 election. The man accused in last year's second assassination attempt on President Trump returns to court today.
Ryan Ruth will be the subject of a hearing to determine if he can act as his own attorney. Earlier this month, Ruth, who will be tried on a charge of attempted assassination of a former president, told U.S. District Judge Aileen Cannon he planned to get rid of his court-appointed attorneys and act as his own lawyer. In that hearing, Ruth also told the judge 2 mental health evaluations determined he could not use an insanity defense. A hearing is also on the docket for Friday to address any motions before the September trial.
That's Fox's Gurnell Scott. The Indianapolis mayor's new pick to lead animal care services faced the city council Wednesday night after the last nominee was pulled over concerns about leadership and low morale at the shelter.
Seems like everyone is getting along well, so I don't see any major red flags as of now. I think everyone is ready for change and welcoming. They're very open to listening. I'm wanting to hear, I want to sit down with all the staff and volunteers included in that.
And volunteers want Amanda Dehoney-Hinkle to bring in volunteer coordinators to get things together at the shelter. The full City County Council meets again on Monday, August 11th. McDonald's is leaning into the growing trend of cold drinks to refresh its menu and its customers.
Dirty sodas and flavored cold brews are coming to some McDonald's restaurants in September. Dirty sodas are spiked with dried fruit and flavored syrups. New options will include the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher, Sprite Lunar Splash, Popping Tropic Refresher, along with creamy vanilla cold brews. It'll also test some beverages internationally. Jenny Cosola, Fox News.
Gas prices at about $3.05 on the average across the capital city this morning, says Gas Buddy. And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indianapolis Colts continue training camp today in Westfield as head coach Shane Steichen explains how he'll decide between Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson for the starting quarterback job.
With the way the reps are going to play out, those guys are going to get the same amount of reps. It'll flip. They both get reps with the ones every day just because we have third down day and we don't want one guy to get all the reps with third downs, and then same thing with red zone. So you'll see that back there.
And you probably remember Jones joined the team back in March after Anthony Richardson's injury slowed his progress. The Indiana Fever get back to work tonight against the Las Vegas Aces at home, but they'll have to do it without Caitlin Clark, who will miss her third game in a row with a groin injury. Tonight's game tips off at 7. Catch all the Fever action at 6:30 on 107.5 The Fan. Cincinnati Reds pitcher Nick Lodolo threw his first career complete game, leading the Reds to a 5-0 shutout over the Washington Nationals.
For sure. That's definitely the goal. Didn't want to come in here and get swept, that's for sure. Keep us in the hunt and, get home this week and see where it puts us.
And the Reds are right there in the thick of the NL Central, and the Brickyard returns to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway this weekend. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now, it's northbound 65 right on the south side. It is slow. Keystone Avenue up to the southwest. That's because of road construction. Also on the south side, eastbound 465, grinding before and after I-65 over to Emerson Avenue. Inbound 69 slows, 106th Street, 282nd, a 4-minute delay. Northwest side, northbound 465, slow roll off 86th Street, 2865. Westbound 70 slow into the north. Split over the flyover ramp to Meridian Penn. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Barrett with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 76 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
From marshmallow festivals to fireworks on the shore. No matter where you're headed this summer, Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. During Hubler's Freedom to Drive, shop any of our 13 locations and choose from Chevys, Fords, Toyotas, GMCs, Buicks, Nissans, Acuras, Mazdas, Hondas, and more. Over 2,000 vehicles. All makes, all models, certified vehicles, luxury vehicles, even the hard-to-find ones. Plus, every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report.
'Cause Hubler's got you covered.
No matter where you're headed this summer, Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles during our Freedom to Drive. Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 locations.
Cover me!
Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Pierce Jewelers is the best family-owned jewelry store in Carmel. All jewelry and watch repair, appraisals, and custom design are done in-house. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Whenever I'm out a wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I
I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where
Today on the Marketplace, tea time. The things that used to have value, man. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. During a downtime, I'm clearing my head. I'm getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. The Marketplace, cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff. And I bring it to you. The Marketplace brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It is free. It is easy to use. And we can make that. We can get your cash. Just go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text my name, Tony. Text Tony to 46220 and get your cash today. So easy to do. So there's all sorts of stuff on the Marketplace. I've bought, I've sold, I've done everything. And some of these things I share with you. I forgot to add the image at first, guys. So if you go to the Twitter X and you refresh, you'll see the picture. Matt Bear, do you drink tea?
I used to. I don't anymore.
What happened?
Well, I started drinking coffee again.
Is that right?
Yeah, I went back to coffee. I need the extra caffeine, but tea's good, man. Tea's therapeutic, relaxing.
But doesn't tea have like plenty of caffeine in it?
No, not in my estimation. No, to me, tea has no caffeine, even if it does. I need a lot of caffeine in the morning.
It has no caffeine, even if it does. That's not even a sentence.
It's a very good sentence, Tony. I mean, I'm saying it has caffeine in it, but just I don't feel like it has enough. There might be a mental block here, where I think coffee is actually caffeine and tea's not, but the tea just doesn't do it for me like coffee.
Tea is like non-alcoholic beer.
Thank you, Carl. Yeah.
Wow, that's tea drinkers are going to be very upset with you for the way you guys are disparaging tea.
The O'Douls of coffee.
Right? You're disparaging tea. You're saying it doesn't have caffeine. I don't drink tea because tea is disgusting.
Yeah, but it's communism.
This is not a story about tea because this is a sale of 50 extremely rare Homer Laughlin teacups.
Wow.
Now, first things first. If you have 50 of them in a tote bag, they're not extremely rare.
You got to package these things a little bit. Just
right.
Not leave them all willy-nilly in your bag.
According to this, it's the extremely rare and hard to find pattern $36.99. They were listed 15 weeks ago in Cincinnati, Ohio. And you can get these for $5 each, or all 50 for $125. Thank you. Matt Bear, these things used to be, you got married, you got your set, you got your china set. These things would be displayed in the home. And now all of this stuff seems to be relic stuff. Do you think china like this still has a value?
Absolutely. Oh, I love these. I would buy these if I had a place to put them, like maybe buy them for mom. Just as a gift. Doesn't have to be like Mother's Day or anything. Just send like a set of 4 to mom and be like, here. Because I love these. I love good stuff. And I don't know. I can't tell from the picture what exactly the design is. The man is. He kind of looks like a whaler. Somebody who's about to harpoon a shark or something, but
yeah, it's got a little bit of that, that kind of feel to it. That's accurate.
Kind of like a deadliest catch kind of thing. But I absolutely adore these teacups, and if I had someplace to put them for $15 a pop, I don't know anything about porcelain or anything or what the actual value is, but I would bite on this because they are cool. They are neat.
Some people in the chat room are saying, first of all, tea is delicious. Well,
whatever.
Listen, chat room, we love you, but stop it. Just stop it. And number 2, Claudia is saying we need Matt Bear's coffee again. Funny that you should mention it.
Oh.
The call was made yesterday.
What?
And Joyride and Road Rage are coming back. They will be for sale, I believe, in the month of August.
What?
That is right. Matt Bear's Coffee. There's the Joyride, and then there's the extra caffeine Road Rage.
Not tea.
These are coming back. They will be for sale at events. We are going to find people to carry them. We might have an online distribution opportunity for you. Yes, we are bringing this back. We are going to get with Matt, engage the charitable component. Just say, here you go, and it's going to be available for you. Matt Bear's Coffee is back.
Awesome.
That call was made yesterday.
And there is somebody, thank you for doing that. I'm really excited about it. And it's really, really good coffee. It's really, it tastes good. It's just not like something, it's brewed here locally. So I really like that. And
yes, Road Rage and Joyride come from Julian Coffee Roasters.
Outstanding people. I got to go out there when we first do it and meet the gentleman. I can't remember his name, but the whole operation is just something that feels very local, very Indiana. And the coffee is just gangbusters. So I'm so thrilled we're doing this. I think it's awesome.
Get ready for that. We will have big announcements coming in the next couple weeks. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Home sales activity, good but not great. So there are a lot of homes, if improperly marketed, that are just sitting on the market, and hiring the wrong sales agent is going to cost you time and money. You want to hire the expert who maximizes equity and sells fast. That is Mark Dietel. Perhaps you're worried that you need costly repairs or upgrades to sell your home. Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. You got Kevin and Angela in Greenwood, who said the big home was too much and it was time for Dad to move into a maintenance-free community, but we needed cash from the home to fund the change. We reached out to the Mark Dietel team, who helped with the entire process from selling belongings to prepping the home for maximum value. We went on the market and sold for $5,000 over asking price in less than 7 days. You want to call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he will buy it. That is Mark Dietel. Talk to Mark today, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com. Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Looking at westbound 70 west side and report of a pothole after Harding Street. Look out for that. Inbound 70 slows from Arlington Avenue to the north. Split continues to be slow out to Meridian Penn on northbound 65. And then northbound 65 south side. Pockets of slow Southport Road to 465 on the brakes from South Keystone Avenue up to the south split. And then we slow down heading into the north split on northbound 6570. That starts at Michigan Street again out to Meridian Penn. And then northbound 465 northwest side stop and go 79th to 865. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design, or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
76 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. At the time is 7:46.
Fill your tank. Don't drain your wallet. Sam's Club lets you save time at the pump with Scan and Go checkout at Sam's Club fuel stations. Just scan the QR code on the pump and pay. Visit your local Sam's Club today.
Hey, this is Lisa Stofan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want to exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. My energy level exploded. I went to another session to deal with some other problem foods, and I lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband, and he lost weight, and his cholesterol and blood pressure improved. My friend lost 20 pounds her first 2 months.
What are you waiting for? Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed. Early bird special only $49.99. Hypnosis designed to destroy unwanted cravings, late day eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Seminars Thursday, July 31st at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss seminar 5:30, stop smoking seminar 8 p.m. And Saturday, August 2nd at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m., stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Summers in Indy are great, but don't spend it painting. Do what your neighbor Don did. He called Rhino Shield.
Well, the home was built in 1948. Paint on the aluminum siding was peeling, and I couldn't find anyone who would repaint it until I called Rhino Shield.
Rhino Shield's better than paint. And the crew?
Painted all my aluminum siding, and I've got a front porch that runs the whole length of the house, and all the pillars and everything. And once they were gone, I couldn't even tell that they were there.
With Rhino Shield's 25-year transferable warranty, you'll never have to paint your home again. And right now, you can get 10% off the regular price.
Well, I've told a lot of people, do the Rhino Shield. It's really a great product, and if you don't want to paint the house, that would be the way to go.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino!
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So, where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Who needs a lake when you can lease a 2025 HRV LX all-wheel drive for $329 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake.
Visit us off State Road 37 for special pricing during our summer sales event. With approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. All fees due at signing. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends July 31st. See dealer for details.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Get extended holiday pricing and exclusive savings on LG appliances during the July 4th Encore sale at Grand Appliance. Visit grandappliance.com or your local Grand today.
News doesn't wait, and neither should you. Breaking news updates, local headlines, and statewide coverage are always available at WIBC.com. When the news moves fast, we will too. Stay in the know while you're on the go with WIBC.com.
Cher monsieur éditeur, je suis une jeune fille. Je désire une position avec votre firme. Je suis terriblement intéressée.
I was going to get to the story in the next hour, but somebody had posted it and was like, hey, did you see this? Patrick, I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk about it in the 8 o'clock hour, but I'm going to talk about it now. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. This is about how Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers worked with the Avon Police, conducting traffic stops throughout Avon to detain illegal immigrants. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. So, as Fox 59 reports it, Max Lewis reporting, there are no police reports from Avon Police documenting the arrests. They do not appear in the Hendricks County Jail public log. The FBI confirms that they were part of the operation. We did not conduct traffic stops as the FBI is not authorized to conduct those. We were there to assist Avon Police and ICE with any federal warrants. So now here comes the question. You know, this is the question we asked IMPD Chief Chris Bailey, who, to his credit, and the interview is there at WIBC.com, came on, answered the question. You might not like every answer, but he was pressed and he answered, and we will have him back. If you're willing to answer the questions, not every question is easy. You get to come back here. When you're not willing to answer questions, that's a whole different thing altogether. The Avon Police Chief Sean Stoops sending to Fox 59 an email that discussed the operation. He confirmed that his officers conducted what is, in quotes, a traffic blitz in the Avon area. They made numerous stops for traffic violations, registration violations, aggressive drivings. And the quote is, during a few of these traffic stops, our police officers encountered undocumented and or unlicensed foreign nationals. Avon police officers requested assistance from Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement agents. Agents responded to the traffic stop location and assisted with identifying the foreign nationals and conducted their own investigation into the status of those individuals. Now I come back to the chief. Chief, Tony Katz, how are you? Are you stating, sir, that you were not assisting Immigration and Customs Enforcement with a sweep, but rather you were only involved in normal traffic stops and happened to come upon a whole series of people who are in the country illegally, and ICE therefore made 20 arrests? Is that your argument? How often does that happen? I'm assuming this isn't the first time Avon police have been involved in stopping somebody for speeding. How often have those arrests in the past led to a call to Immigration and Customs Enforcement? I guess we're getting to the heart of a matter, sir, which is, were you asked to assist in an immigration sweep by Immigration and Customs Enforcement or any federal official? Were you asked to participate in assisting in an Immigration and Customs Enforcement in an immigration sweep by federal immigration officials, sir? Yes or no? We're asking. Based on the reporting from Max Lewis at Fox 59, we'd appreciate an answer. You're more than welcome on the show to explain it. We'd love to talk about it and how that works. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, check it out. Eastbound 465 south side. It is slow from 31 over to Emerson. Northbound 65, stop and go traffic in parts from Edgewood Avenue up to the south split. That's because of road construction as they try to add a travel lane to I-65 on the south side, work that's going to go through all next year. Westbound 70 slows Emerson Avenue through the north split out to Meridian Penn, and a pothole reported on westbound 70 to the west of Harding Street. That's going to slow us down a little bit as you make your way out to the airport. Eastbound 70 slow from Belmont into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic.
There's something timeless about radio. It's where stories are told, ideas are shared, and communities stay connected. Our generation grew up with it, and we still believe in the power of tuning in. At Howard Bailey Financial, we believe planning for retirement should feel just as familiar and trusted. That's why we're bringing real conversations and practical advice to the airwaves. Join us every Sunday at 9 p.m. for our Retire with Purpose Radio Hour, right here on 93.1 WIBC. We'll talk about what really matters in retirement, income you can count on, choices you can feel good about, and a future that reflects your values. Because some things, like good planning and good radio, never go out of style. Howard Bailey Financial, retirement planning that speaks your language. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com. The Retire with Purpose Radio Hour is a paid placement on each airing station.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Now through Monday, save an extra 25% off all in-stock outdoor furniture. Sleep up to 10 degrees cooler and the lowest price guaranteed on every mattress. And save up to 50% off Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and lift chairs. Plus, we pay your sales tax and deliver it all for free. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Matt Sullivan here with an offer from my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling that you don't want to miss. For a limited time, Hope Plumbing will buy back your old air conditioning unit for up to $1,500 with the purchase of a complete heating and cooling system. It's time to call them if you're hot. Don't wait for the next heat wave to be caught sweating at home. Act now before the offer ends. Stay cool and call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today at 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE.
What if one day could change the trajectory of your life? A sharpening of character, a challenge to grow deeper, stand stronger, and lead better in faith, family, and purpose. At the Life Church Men's Event on Saturday, August 2nd, you'll hear raw truth from men who've been through the fire. You'll worship, connect, and leave with more than inspiration. You'll leave with a battle plan. Show up, lean in, let God do the rest. Register at lifechurchin.com.
Summer's in full swing, so come get that hot summer deal at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get $20,000 off select 2024 Lincoln Navigators, plus 0% for 72 months. Or lease a new 2025 Lincoln Corsair for just $499 per month at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers.
Navigator MSRP 110,425. Corsair MSRP 53,915. 3,500 due at lease signing. Zero security deposit. 36 months. 10,500 miles per year. Offers good through 7/31/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Is your concrete sinking? Whether it's your driveway, sidewalk, or patio, those uneven surfaces are not just ugly, they're dangerous. That's where Indiana Foundation Service comes in, a groundworks company. They use state-of-the-art concrete lifting solutions to prevent tripping hazards. Schedule your free inspection at indianafoundation.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, gunshots, crime scene tape, and lots of police officers on the northeast side of Indianapolis this morning. What forecasters are saying about hot and humid temperatures, and who will be the next director of the Indianapolis shelter after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 8 o'clock.
He commends Columbia for agreeing to do what is right. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump wrote that, hailing it on Truth Social, the settlement with the university to restore federal grants canceled over destructive pro-Palestinian protests on campus.
Columbia agreeing to pay out more than $220 million for violating Jewish students' civil rights, and they're pledging to reverse discriminatory practices. University President Claire Shipman says this in a statement. As part of the settlement, the university has not admitted wrongdoing. We are not, however, denying the very serious and painful challenges our institution is faced with anti-Semitism.
That's Fox's Griff Jenkins at the White House. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche could meet with Ghislaine Maxwell as soon as today. She's in prison for her role in sex trafficking underage girls with Jeffrey Epstein, who committed suicide awaiting trial. Maxwell's also been subpoenaed to talk to a congressional committee. But in the push for more Epstein files to be made public, a federal judge denied an attempt to unseal grand jury documents. Fox's Jessica Rosenthal reports.
The judge said typically a release like this would only be done to assist other lawyers or help in another case. Separately, Fox has confirmed a report that the Justice Department informed the president this past spring that his name does appear in Epstein-related legal documents and files.
FBI Director Kash Patel says the media keeps trying to undermine the president with smears and lies, and that story's no different. Another court blocking the president's order to end birthright citizenship, this time from appeals judges, calling it unconstitutional, as the president, by order, tries to stop kids born to parents here illegally from being U.S. citizens. Now updates into an infamous illegal immigrant.
A federal judge prohibiting officials from taking Kilmar Abrego Garcia into immediate ICE custody should he be released from jail in Tennessee while awaiting trial. A separate magistrate judge also pausing for 30 days in order allowing the 29-year-old from El Salvador to be released on bail.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. Abrego Garcia is charged with human trafficking after he was returned by court order from El Salvador, where he was wrongfully deported in March. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What the real field temperatures will read today. Your radar is clear in downtown Indianapolis, where it's 77 degrees. We're going up to 96 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02.
Anytime we get these heat indices into the hundreds, it's really important to just take plenty of breaks in the shade or into the coming inside where you have air conditioning. If you don't have air conditioning, there are a lot of local communities have opened up cooling centers.
Andrew White at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis.
We're expecting temperatures across the state to climb into the mid-90s. That's going to combine with dew points in the mid to upper 70s to create periods where we have heat index values that are well into the low to mid-100s across the state. We do have a statewide heat advisory.
And White says there is a small chance for rain today, but that won't do much. The heat advisory that he was talking about goes into effect in 3 hours. Gunshots fired on the northeast side of Indianapolis earlier this morning, and a woman is in bad shape. You may notice a heavy police presence along North Ritter Avenue, right by East 46th Street. Police say whoever shot this woman took off in a black truck, and they're trying to seal the area and find this person. Indianapolis Animal Care Services has their new director. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
After spending almost the last decade as superintendent for Greenfield Hancock Animal Management, Amanda Dahoney-Hinkle is returning to IACS, this time as director.
I think everyone is ready for change and welcoming. They're very open to listening. I'm wanting to hear, I want to sit down with all the staff and volunteers included in that.
The Community Affairs Committee of the City County Council approved her in that role during their meeting Wednesday. Mayor Joe Hogsett chose Dahoney-Hinkle after his initial nomination of Kelly Diamond was pulled, following some complaints from volunteers and animal advocates. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Federal agents arrested 20 illegal immigrants in central Indiana during traffic stops on Tuesday. Avon police says ICE was in town, and they made the arrests after pulling these people over for things like expired plates and reckless driving. Officers say they discovered the immigration violations during the traffic stops. The Trump administration says that deporting people in the country illegally is the top priority. Training camp got started on Wednesday for the Indianapolis Colts, and John Herrick reports on what lies ahead for the quarterbacks.
The starting quarterback job is up for grabs between Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. Here's what they both had to say about it after practice, starting with Richardson and how his conversations have gone with head coach Shane Steichen.
Conversations with Shane haven't really changed much. He told us that Daniel was not going to compete. He let us know every day it's a competition, so we both got to work and compete for that job, and whoever wins, it wins.
It's a long process, and focusing on kind of what I'm doing day to day, I think is the best way to go about it. So that's what I'm focused on.
Richardson's been battling a shoulder injury that kept him out of minicamp. Jones came to Indianapolis from the New York Giants and was signed to a one-year deal. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham is a little bit lighter in the wallet thanks to this TikTok video.
Stupid. Or is it slow? Maybe it's
Cunningham talking about the referees in the league did not like that. They hit her with a $500 fine, and she took to X after the fine and says, isn't there anything more that we could think about in the league than this? I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the fives. Here's Matt Bear.
Eastbound 70 slow to the south split from Belmont. Northbound 6570 loaded up Michigan Street through the north split out to Meridian Penn. South side eastbound 465 slow after 31 over to Emerson. Northbound 65 stop and go traffic Keystone Avenue to the south split because of construction. Inbound 69 delayed 4 minutes from 106th Street to 82nd. And on the northwest side northbound 465 slow from 86th Street up to 865. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radio. Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's happening?
Hey, good morning. It is mild. It is muggy out there, and it's going to be a hot and humid day today. Heat advisory for the entire state. We'll go with highs today near 93, but heat indices between 105 and 110 in some spots. So dangerous conditions out there. Stay safe. Partly cloudy skies tonight. A few showers and thunderstorms possible overnight. Best chance will be in northern sections of Indiana. Mild and muggy tonight, lows near 75. Some spotty showers and thunderstorms on your Friday with highs near 91. And some more scattered showers and storms heading into the weekend with highs approaching 90 degrees.
That is Tara Hastings of Wish TV. Tara, thank you. I appreciate it. As always, right now we've got 78 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:07.
This hour on 93 WIBC is powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Diamond Engagement Ring Store.
Secretary of State Diego Morales took to a hearing to talk about how great he is. He was speaking to the Motor Vehicle Advisory Board, as reported by Indy Reporter, and he said this.
As well to all our guests, distinguished guests here. You know, one of the things that we're going to try to do right now is to share with you the hard work that the Morales administration has been doing since I took office. Because the fake news will never shut down. The fake WIBC, the fake IndyStar, they will never.
The fake WIBC? What have we ever said that's fake? What have I ever said that's fake? Well, I need to know. So I went to the Secretary of State's website, and I found the phone number. Give him a call, Producer Carl. Let's find out what we said that was fake. Now, I know all the rules, guys. You gotta let them know you're on the air and all that jazz. I've got all that, you know. Somebody doesn't want to talk on air. I'm not here to stop somebody who's on the staff, right, or get upset with them. But Diego Morales, fake. What do we mean? Never mind. He calls it the Morales administration. That's a whole other thing.
Very important to us, as we are here to serve you.
Ooh.
Please listen to the entire message, as our options have changed.
I'll do that.
For the Auto Dealer Services Division, please press 1.
Nope, don't need that.
For the Business Services Division, please press 2.
No, I'm good.
For the Indiana Election Division, please press 3.
No, I'm registered
for
for
the
now.
Indiana Securities Division, please press 4. For the
No.
Secretary of State Executive Office, please press 5.
Oh, 5.
Or to leave a message, please press 6. For
Wait,
all other options, please press 0, or to hear the options again,
Hit
please
5. You
press
got to hit number
7.
5. Is it working?
We'll see.
Are we being... Are you telling me the Secretary of State's phone system
You've
doesn't
reached
work?
the Indiana Secretary of State Diego Morales. Your call is very important to us, as we are here to serve you.
You say that.
Please listen to the entire message, as our options have changed.
Here, hit 0. See what happens.
For the Auto Dealer Services Division, please press 1. For the Business Services
No, wait,
Division,
maybe
please
it's our
press 2.
phones.
I think it's our phones.
For the Indiana Election Division, please press 3. For the Indiana Securities
another number,
Division,
any other
please
number.
press 4. For the Secretary of State Executive Office, please press 5.
Okay.
It's not
Or to leave a
recognizing
message,
the
please
ringtone.
press 6.
It's not recognizing the
For
number?
all other options,
What kind of phone
please press
system do we
0,
have
or
here?
to
We got
hear
to
the
work on
options
that.
Again,
All right, hang on.
Please press 7.
We'll try again. We'll try again. We'll get it together. I'm trying to figure this out. You said fake. So what's so fake? Explain yourself. I mean, if I can't get an answer, I'm hiring reporters, and every day they're going to go to the State House. Every day they're going to ask this question. We're going to bring video cameras. We're going to do everything. Fake news. Tell me what WIBC did was fake, or retract the statement. Your choice, Secretary Morales. Also, I've got 5 microphones and no waiting. You want to discuss it here? Let's discuss it here. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. Yesterday, we were speaking with Representative Andrew Ireland and then had a technical issue. We weren't able to get into the whole conversation. He is back, and we will talk about what's going on with the prosecutors and should the citizens or this General Assembly have more power to deal with those in office who aren't doing the job. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Jerry.
When we first started looking for different options, we went to the internet. We did choose Galaxy, and definitely happy that we did. We first had our front porch and our pool deck done. Decided we loved it so much, we had them out about 10, 11 months later to finish up and do our back porch.
Commercial or residential, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The crews at Galaxy were great. They actually cared about my property, very punctual, knowledgeable, and just a great group of workers.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings works for any area like patios, garage floors, driveways, and around pools.
I'm 100% satisfied. It's not slippery and it's not hot. I was very impressed with the product. It's amazing that I don't burn my feet and my 6-year-old doesn't fall.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook, GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com. We are out of this world.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath. You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25. New customers only. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Bill Estes Ford is your neighborhood truck dealer. And right now, during the Ford Summer Sales Event, we've got an amazing deal you won't want to miss. 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. That's 3 big zeros, which adds up to 0 excuses not to drive home in a new Ford today. Every day is truck day. Go anywhere, do anything in a new F-150, starting at just $46,295. Bill Estes Ford. Online at BillEstesFord.com.
Stock BFP 250444. Always see dealer for details.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
All right, Tony, we have this up on the Squawk right now. Please avoid MLK between I-65 and 34th Street. Police activity right now, police investigation, and Ryan's going to have more on that coming up at 8:30 here from the WIBC newsroom. But right now, police investigation on MLK from I-65 to 34th Street, that entire area right now, including drones in the air. So please be careful if you're heading out to that area. You might want to avoid for a little bit. Westbound 70 slows rural into the north split and stop and go traffic out to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 70 stop and go Belmont into the south split. Northbound 65 slow after South Keystone Avenue into the south split, and inbound 69 at stop and go traffic from 106 down to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code radio for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
78 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Life doesn't stand still, and neither do your goals. At Busey Bank, we're here to help you move forward with the financial tools, local support, and expert guidance you need to take your next step. Whether you're growing a business, leaving a legacy, or saving for the future, you'll have a team that's ready when you are. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Fill your tank. Don't drain your wallet. Sam's Club lets you save time at the pump with Scan and Go checkout at Sam's Club fuel stations. Just scan the QR code on the pump and pay. Visit your local Sam's Club today.
Before we were rudely interrupted, State Representative Andrew Ireland and I were discussing his theory regarding how does one deal with rogue judges, rogue prosecutors, those who won't do the job. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. What kind of authority should the state have, should the people have, in saying this isn't working? Representative Ireland joins me right now. We have the story over at WIBC.com, and I might be starting a little bit from the beginning here. Sorry about the technical issues yesterday. This is about saying of a prosecutor, and certainly the conversation has revolved around Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears, that if you're choosing not to actually prosecute things that matter, we should have the ability to remove you from office. This doesn't exist right now within the pantheon of all the laws and regulations in Indiana?
Good morning, Tony. Good to be back. No, it doesn't, and that's interesting to me. So the Indiana Constitution does provide a catch-all impeachment clause, but the Indiana Supreme Court has interpreted that to not include prosecutors and circuit judges. And that's been the law now for about 60 years. And really, it's never been challenged since. So if you want to provide an impeachment power to the General Assembly for a prosecutor, a circuit judge, you got to amend the Constitution.
So amending the Constitution, in your view, would mean what? Hey, we have the right to remove somebody for cause? Are you talking about a specific standard that isn't being upheld? How do you see that the fundamentals of this type of legislation?
So typically, when you look at language both in Indiana but in other states too, it's malfeasance, misfeasance, abuse of office, getting to the heart of, frankly, individuals who are negligent in their office, so they're failing to live up to their duties.
When we talk about not living up to their duties, can you further define what that means? What have you seen that involves not living up to one's duties?
Sure. I'll give you a few examples here, Tony. Because frankly, I talk to prosecutors throughout the state every day. They send me cases. It is amazing some of the things that they catch, things that are just popping up on the docket on a normal week here in Marion County. One is DeMarcus McLeod. So this is the Indigo bus arsonist. You may have seen him in the news. He was in and out of jail more than 46 times over the last decade or so here. Everything from battering and threatening to kill a police officer at the city market, assaulting employees, he attempted to carjack out in front of a McDonald's, and then he arsoned an Indigo bus. And yet he's out bragging that he has a get-out-of-jail-free card under Ryan Mears. I mean, those are his words, that he says he has a get-out-of-jail-free card under this current prosecutor. Or you've got, the 5-year-old, the little girl, Zara, that was just recently killed by her father. That wasn't something that should have been a shock to anybody. That same man had a case for battering a child, then a baby, and raping her mother, and he got a sweetheart deal for that. And then he had an invasion of privacy charge that came up, where he took a sweetheart plea deal the week that he hung his little child. I mean, it's things like that that keep me up at night, because we've got a prosecutor who clearly is not serious about these violent individuals who continue to offend, and they get back out on the streets and they do it again.
Talking to State Representative Andrew Ireland of District 90, discussing giving the General Assembly the power to impeach prosecutors and judges who fail to enforce a state law. We should get into the judges' conversation. What in your legislation? What is the how does this deal with, for example, the judgment of a prosecutor, right? Prosecutors have the right to decide what they're going to charge, how they're going to charge these things. And if you are now saying that the General Assembly should get involved in this, are you taking away the ability of prosecutors to be able to do what is best as they see it, as they were elected to do it for the people they represent?
No, I don't think so. Listen, there's always prosecutorial discretion, and we're never concerned about any one case, right? What you're looking at, though, is when you have dozens, hundreds of cases over the years where you either fail to prosecute, you under-prosecute, you cut sweetheart deals. Over time, that adds up, and we're seeing the consequences of it here in our capital city. I think that is the point where it's time for the state to step in and say, we're not going to put up with this anymore. We're not going to let you burn our capital city to the ground. And
I'm not arguing that anybody should burn the capital city to the ground. I'm very much clear on that subject, talking to State Representative Andrew Ireland. But yes, the term I was looking for was prosecutorial discretion. Is this legislation somehow thwarting that reality which you say you favor?
No, I don't think so at all. So, of course, you have discretion, but you cannot abuse that discretion. And that's a standard we use all the time in the courts, right? So a court has discretion, but the discretion only goes so far. And you certainly don't have discretion to outright not enforce certain laws because you don't like the law on the books.
This also would apply to judges. Is there somebody that comes to mind as you engage this, or was it the prosecutor conversation you decided to expand it?
Well, I think it's both, right? So you've got a prosecutor who clearly I don't think is doing his job, but you have judges who are not being a solid check on that either. So when you look at these sweetheart plea deals, for example, judges have a lot of discretion on whether or not to accept or deny those plea agreements. And too often right now, it seems like a rubber stamp where you've got this really just ridiculous sweetheart deal, and the judge says, it's on the piece of paper, I guess it's good enough, and they rubber stamp it and they move on. Again, I really think we want individuals to scrutinize that, and if that means we've got to remove a few judges before they all start doing their jobs, I'm okay with that.
What is the appetite of the Republican Party to take this on?
Well, I can't speak for anybody else, right? But I would just say that the folks here that live on the South Side, they see it. I think they would love to see the job done. Frankly, again, I don't care, frankly, if it's a Republican, a Democrat. I want somebody who is going to hold violent offenders accountable so people can be safe in our community here. So you can go downtown and feel safe at night. And right now, that is not the reality.
You want people to be safe, so do I. But that wasn't the question, sir. You have to actually get this through a General Assembly with a Republican supermajority that very often does not have the stomach for these kinds of social issues. What is the mood of the Republican Party in the General Assembly for this type of legislation?
Well, again, Tony, I'm not the other members, right? But I will say that the Senate, for example, has passed a very similar impeachment resolution multiple times. Mike Young, for example, Senator Young, brought a very similar bill in the past and got it through the Senate. So we know at least one side of the equation there is already taken care of. Now, that still requires the House to do it too. But I got to tell you, I think there is some appetite for this, whether it's this or some other solution. Just this year, we passed a bill, it was House Bill 1006, that went and had a kind of a review process for prosecutors. It needs more teeth, frankly, but it allows prosecutors to start policing their own and calling individuals like Mears out.
You've got Representative Andrew Ireland, State Representative, House District 90. I appreciate you taking the time to be with us. I'm glad you were able to call back and we were able to have the conversation in full. Representative Ireland, we'll talk soon. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, police are investigating a shooting on West 42nd Street near MLK. This is going to be, West 32nd Street near MLK, and drivers should use caution in that area. Ryan has more coming up with the 8:30 news on 93 WIBC. Northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic from South Keystone Avenue to the South Split because of construction. Inbound 69 on a 5-minute delay from 106th Street down to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off free. UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Home sales across the country dipped to a 9-month low.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC. Jim Schrader, IT Director for Lakota and SMC Trailers and Viaggio Pontoon Boats, has a solid reason for selecting Applied Innovation.
With companies, the bottom line comes to dollars and cents. It really does. And when we consolidated all our printing needs with Applied, we got rid of all these onesies, twosies desktops that we were having to take care of and got the big MFPs and strategically placed them.
And with the Applied Innovation Printing Solution,
we're saving about $25,000 a year between the three companies by doing that. And of course, everybody's like, oh, well, what if I need to print privately or this or that? You know, they've helped me set up private print, direct print, coded print, all that stuff.
You're sold on Applied Innovation.
If you're looking for great service, attentiveness, and a fantastic product, Applied is the place to go. Applied is Johnny on the spot, literally.
Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
Enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could it be lower testosterone?
Lower T.
Happens to most guys after 40. I was in the same boat until I started using Nugenix Total T2.
Total T2, the new one I've seen on TV.
Yep, it's the next generation testosterone booster for both free and total testosterone. It's packed with even more man-boosting power, sending nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours.
It actually works?
I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I've got more energy, better results in the gym, and things are even better in the bedroom. Send them a text and get a complimentary bottle.
Text now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the #1 testosterone brand at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, absolutely free. Text Rocky to 369-369. That's ROCKY to 369-369. Rocky to 369-369.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Indianapolis was built for speed, electricity, and non-stop action. So was Live Golf. So where better to crown a new individual champion? Leading the pack? Rahm, DeChambeau, and Neiman. But only one can be the victor. So be at Chatham Hills August 15th to 17th as Live Golf gets even louder. With a doubleheader concert from Riley Green and Jason Derulo. Tickets are already flying out of the gate. Hurry and grab yours now at livegolf.com.
From marshmallow festivals to fireworks on the shore. No matter where you're headed this summer, Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. During Hubler's Freedom to Drive, shop any of our 13 locations and choose from Chevys, Fords, Toyotas, GMCs, Buicks, Nissans, Acuras, Mazdas, Hondas, and more. Over 2,000 vehicles. All makes, all models, certified vehicles, luxury vehicles, even the hard-to-find ones. Plus, every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report.
'Cause Hubler's got you covered.
No matter where you're headed this summer, Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles during our Freedom to Drive. Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 locations.
Cover me!
Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Kendall and Casey.
Look at how he just broke it further than it was already broken. Why would you think he's going to fix anything?
Had the chance.
You know who you need to listen to? Us. We're the ones who are right. We're the ones who will tell you how it is. We're the ones who always stand up and own it. You need to listen to us. Stop listening to these politicians. They are to blame.
Kendall and Casey. Weekdays 9 till noon on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com. 93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
Shots fired at Indianapolis police. You have a clear radar at 78 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 95. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Indianapolis police say they have shot somebody. It happened about 20 minutes ago near 32nd and MLK. Police say the shooting started as a car chase with the person who they say shot a woman in a neighborhood near North Ritter and East 46th Street. At some point, police spotted this person's car and pursued them to 32nd in MLK where this person got out of their car, fired shots at police. They returned fire, and we're expecting to hear more soon. A heat advisory kicks in at 11 a.m. with real field temperatures in the triple digits. Here's forecaster Joe Neal.
We're expecting some isolated thunderstorms to pop up in the heat of the afternoon. The relief from those is relatively minimal.
And he says there's a chance for severe storms Friday and Saturday. 2 men are facing charges after police say they used a dating app to lure and then rob the person at gunpoint in some Indianapolis apartments. This whole thing started on a dating app called Meet Me and then another one called Tag. They set up a meeting at the Hawthorne Place apartments where the 2 men showed up. They were ambushed, forced into their cars, and robbed. They got away by tricking the men, and police say they've arrested the people in this case. More documents have been declassified about investigations during the Obama administration into Russia's impact on the 2016 presidential election.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard released a report from the House Intelligence Committee written back in 2017. It pushes back on the narrative suggesting Vladimir Putin preferred Trump in the 2016 campaign. Quote, one scant, unclear, and unverifiable fragment of a sentence from one of the substandard reports constitutes the only classified information cited to suggest Putin aspired to help Trump win. Former President Obama's office has called claims he politicized intelligence nonsense, ridiculous, and a distraction.
And that's Fox's Mike Emanuel. After spending almost the last decade as superintendent for Greenfield Hancock Animal Management, Amanda Dehoney Hinkle is returning to Indianapolis Animal Care Services, this time as a director.
Seems like everyone is getting along well, so I don't see any major red flags as of now. I think everyone is ready for change and welcoming. They're very open to listening. I'm wanting to hear, I want to sit down with all the staff and volunteers included in that.
And the Community Affairs Committee of the Indianapolis City County Council approved her in that role in a meeting on Wednesday night. Mayor Joe Hogsett chose Dehoney Hinkle after his initial nomination was pulled because of complaints from volunteers and some animal advocates. And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. You've probably heard that the Indianapolis Colts starting quarterback job is up for grabs.
Certainly appreciate it. He's been up front, since the spring, since we all got back here. And, yeah, I think that's, as a player, you always appreciate Coach being upfront and transparent with you and communicating.
And that's Daniel Jones, who is sharing reps with this guy, Anthony Richardson.
Just learning the offense, mastering the offense, and just being available for the team. I think that's the main thing.
Day 2 of training camp kicks off here in a couple of hours. Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham got hit with a $500 fine from the league after she posted a TikTok video calling out referees lip-syncing words like stupid, slow, and useless. Yep, that'll get you every time. Tonight, Sophie and the Fever take on the Las Vegas Aces without guard Caitlin Clark. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Downtown crash eastbound at 70 in the south split, blocking the left lane, causing stop and go traffic past West Street. Northbound 65 slows from Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's a construction zone, 4-minute delay. Northbound 65 slow out of the north split to West Street. Stay clear of MLK around 32nd Street if you can. Police are investigating. Ryan talked about that a minute ago, but again, it's MLK near 32nd. If you can avoid that area, that would be awesome. Northwest side, northbound 465, stop and go 86th Street to 865. Inbound 69 slows 106th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 79 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee? I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Dow futures are down 238. NASDAQ futures are up 55. I don't feel too bad for the market, which closed at 44,976 yesterday. Oil prices up a tick. West Texas crude at $65.93 a barrel. The Brent crude at $69.11. The 10-year Treasury, 4.43, up a little bit, but still in that range right there. You want great audio? Great audio. James Franklin, head coach, Penn State University football. Why is this event not happening in Indianapolis? We're talking about a gathering of the Big Ten.
A lot of our beat writers did not come to this because they couldn't afford to get out here. And the majority of our teams are near Chicago, where this used to always be. The majority of our teams are near Indianapolis, where this used to be. And it creates a different environment. I walk around the lobby. I don't see any signage. I don't see anything for the Big Ten. I don't see people getting autographs. I don't see, it's a different vibe and it's a different feeling.
And this goes on for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Hey, look, Vegas is a great town, but this is, where are people handing me their babies to sign? He literally says, I was signing babies in Indianapolis. That's the way you do it, Indy. Oh, take this and run. Everything Big Ten should happen right here in Indianapolis. The world is crazy, but we do not have to be. That's why I bring you the Tony Katz TK Thursday Music Moment, presented by Kill a Dent Removal. Kill a Dent Removal. You got a door dings from the supermarket, right? Somebody put the cart into you. Somebody opened their door into you. You've got hail damage, whatever the case may be. Kill a Dent Removal takes care of it. The paintless dent removal, mobile dent repair, they come to you and they will make your car look fantastic. The roof, the hood, the doors, whatever the case may be. Friends have used the service, absolutely love the result. Kill a Dent Removal. That's who you call to get rid of all those door dings. KillaDentRemoval.com. So the theory goes as follows. The world is crazy. But we don't have to be crazy. And every now and then you got to take a breath. You got to take a beat. You got to take a minute. And so what we do is we grab ourselves a beverage, as long as you're not driving. I don't care what the beverage is. And then we roll down the windows. I know there's a lot of humidity out there, but turn up the air and roll down the windows, turn up the speakers, step outside, get a little fresh air, and just a couple minutes to just be, to just relax. That's all it takes sometimes. We'll get back to the fight. There's a lot of stuff. You got the foolhardy Secretary of State, Diego Morales. You've got the really despicable leader of the Hamilton County Democrats, who only is interested in the Epstein files to go after Trump and doesn't care that children were sex trafficked. That's my take. That's my take of what it is he's doing based on his posts to me. Never mind the ugliness of the world. We need a moment. We take a breath. That's the Tony Katz. That's me, TK Thursday Music Moment, presented by Kill a Dent. And we've got the whole playlist over there at WIBC.com. We went full yacht rock. We did it. We did it. We went to 1982 from the album If That's What It Takes. Roll down the window. Turn up the speakers. Enjoy a couple of minutes. Michael McDonald, I Keep Forgetting. Producer Carl, hit it.
Again.
The world is crazy. But no, we do not have to be. It is important. It is imperative to take a moment, take a breath, and take a beat. You can find every single song from the Tony Katz TK Thursday Music Moments. You can find that over there at WIBC.com. And not only that, producer Carl there, he's got the playlist. It's right there, easy to do, easy to find. And you can listen, and it is fantastic. Fantastic. Check it out for yourself. But right now, Matt Baer has traffic from the WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Eastbound 70 in the South Split crash, blocking the left lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to Harding Street. And that's a delay right now, 10 minutes. Northbound 65 slow through the North Split down to Meridian Penn, and southbound 6570 stop and go from the North Split down to Fletcher because of construction. Inbound 69 slow off 106th Street, 282nd. And watch out for police investigation. This is MLK near 42nd Street. If you could please be careful in that area, that would be great. And Ryan has details coming up at that. Actually, it's Jared at 9:02 from the WIBC Newsroom. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
78 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:45.
The WIBC mashup is everything you love, from fiery debates to laugh out loud takes, all in one podcast. No weak sauce, just the best of the day each weekday. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts.
I can't keep up with the changing fiscal policy or the markets and their unpredictability. I can't do it. That's why I asked for help. I asked Trajan Wealth to take care of all that for me, and Trajan Wealth is. Bear here. Hey, the fiduciary advisors at Trajan are clear on my goals and timeline for retirement and have responded with service that's above and beyond. I really feel like family. Call today and learn more. 317-480-4040 or visit TrajanWealth.com. Trajan will pay for your first consultation. That's awesome. Trajan Wealth is all about listening, then responding, learning your dreams for retirement, then outfitting you with a personalized portfolio fully customized and one that offers what we really need, and that's peace of mind. It's for you and you only. Call today, 317-480-4040 or visit TrajanWealth.com. Remember, your first appointment is on them. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
Estes Ford is your neighborhood truck dealer. And right now, during the Ford Summer Sales Event, we've got an amazing deal you won't want to miss. 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. That's 3 big zeros, which adds up to 0 excuses not to drive home in a new Ford today. Every day is truck day. Go anywhere, do anything in a new F-150, starting at just $46,295. Bill Estes Ford. Online at BillEstesFord.com.
Stock BFP 250444. Always see dealer for details.
You love the summer in Indy, so don't ruin it painting. Do what Judy did. She called Rhino Shield.
The house that Rhino Shield did for my husband and I, after having the house painted with kind of usual house paint, I was seeing cracks appearing about every 3 years and just wasn't very satisfied with that.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating specifically formulated for our unique climate.
I can't speak highly enough about the Rhino Shield crew. They also were great at working with me to get the exact right color because I was very particular.
Indy, you can get the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 10% off the regular price.
I would not hesitate to call Rhino Shield, and I am just thrilled to recommend Rhino Shield to my friends and neighbors and family.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Constipation with belly pain that keeps coming back and back and back. If your symptoms keep coming back, talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C. Linzess could help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Oh, dude. Come now.
Staying in the Fox theme.
How could you?
Love and marriage.
I mean, I do love some Frank, but this is too easy. This isn't fair. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that TV theme song? Here is how we play the game. Right? Producer Carl picks a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. It's that simple. But this one's too easy, but as usual, I will phone a friend. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
Married with Children, Tony.
Oh, you see, you're supposed to...
If I said anything else, I'd never forgive myself. I that's one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. I had to say Married with Children. Could not do myself wrong there.
No. Okay. We were all expecting...
Cop Rock?
We were expecting... Tony, that's the theme to Small Wonder. No.
Hey, this is the first one I've known like in months.
Incredible. It is Married with Children. That's it. That is all there is to it. Be sure to get the full list over at WIBC.com. Oh, gosh. Josh Lowry is responding to my commentary earlier, and poorly. If you want to see what it is a progressive does and how they obfuscate, be sure to check out Josh Lowry on the Twitter X, the leader of the Hamilton County Democrats. Oh, gosh. I should have expected. No reflection, no level of shame, no level of decency, just misdirect. Here's what we know. It seems that the leader of the Hamilton County Democrats doesn't care that children were sex trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. He only cares, how do we get Trump? This is the Democratic Party in Hamilton County. Don't blame me. Blame yourselves. What are you guys doing? Honestly, what the hell are you doing? This is the best you've got? Dear Lord, please, we've got our own issues. We've got Diego Morales, which, again, to the delegates, you're not bringing this guy back for a second term as Secretary of State. No, you're not. No, you're not. Now, I don't know if I can get the job done, but I'm going to move heaven and earth. I'm going to do what I can. Delegates can't seriously think that this guy is okay. This is world-class, insane commentary from the Secretary of State.
Members of the board know, and as well to all our guests, distinguished guests here. You know, one of the things that we're going to try to do right now is to share with you the hard work that the Morales administration has been doing since I took office. Because the fake news will never share that. The fake WIBC, the fake IndyStar, they will never.
So I'm asking, what's fake? So we tried to call. We couldn't get through that number. Producer Carl is going to reach out there. We're reaching out on social media. And if I have to start showing up to the State House at 5 a.m., okay. You get there at 5 a.m., right, Secretary Morales? You can answer some questions at 5 a.m. Explain to me one thing that WIBC has said that is fake. You didn't talk about specific people. You said WIBC. Okay. Now you got to answer the question or you got to retract. It's your choice. What have we said that's fake? You're not Trump. And any delegate who thinks of him as Trump, my God, Republicans might need some new delegates. What are you doing? Tell me the difference right now between Diego Morales and Josh Lowry. Honestly, I think they might be the same person. Have you ever seen them in the same room together? What's the difference between so-called Republican Morales and progressive Josh Lowry? I don't know either. Oh, guys, I'm not usually the guy who engages the fights like this, but you know what? Let's do this. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
All right, checking out eastbound 70 in the south split crash, blocking the left lane, stopping traffic back to Belmont Avenue. We are delayed by 11 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9379. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-9379. That's 800-575-9379.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
So, where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Who needs a lake when you can lease a 2025 HRV LX all-wheel drive for $329 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake.
Visit us off State Road 37 for special pricing during our summer sales event. With approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. All fees due at signing. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends July 31st. See dealer for details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/today. Ethos.com/today.
Tune in to the Absolute Retirement Planning Show.
When retirement comes about, we're now relying on what we have saved to meet those needs.
Sundays at 9 a.m. right here on 93 WIBC.
Diamond has changed. There are mined and lab-grown diamonds. Pierce Jewelers carries both. Pierce can educate you and save your hard-earned money. Shop local. Shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers.
Another update is just minutes away.
Admitting to the brutal stabbings of 4 University of Idaho students.
Brian Koberger will get life in prison.
They just signed the largest trade